up, everybody? I'm Sal Kalani. This is Reggie Steele. And welcome to Spitballin. Spitballin.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Sal Kalani, and this is Reggie Steele.
And welcome to Spitballin.
There it is.
Yo, I'm
you
going
looking,
for my.
yeah, what do you go?
For my
Mortal
Darth Vader
Kombat
today.
look?
Say what?
Yeah, you look like Mortal Kombat.
Oh man, I'm going for something. I don't know what
You
it is.
just
I'm going
got
for
the
layers.
hoodie on, the homemade scarf, the jacket. Aren't you
Yeah.
cold in your apartment? Is it cold up there in Oaktown today?
It's
Oakland in
cold
the
and
house.
it's wet. It's cold and it's wet.
It was cold and wet down here in LA. I had to put socks on before this podcast. Can't go barefoot today. I had to put on the socks.
Yeah, I got my socks off too, to be honest with you.
There you go.
I'm just rocking this because I like the way it looks. I like the layered look, right? And
don't you get hot though, dude? Don't you get warm?
Nah, I'm okay. It's chilly enough that I'm okay. But I'm really feeling my scarf, man. I'm loving my scarf. I've been wearing my scarf all the time. I've never been a scarf guy. Who knew that it took my son to make one?
Well, it has more sentimental value to you now.
Yeah, it has some real. It's like, yo, this ain't some shit I bought off the store rack. Yo, my son put his blood, sweat, and tears into this.
Do people compliment you on the scarf?
Nah, not really.
No, people
not really.
People make fun of your scarf. You get dislikes.
No. No one says anything bad.
They just don't say anything.
If I tell them, I go, yo, my son knitted this. People go, what? Really? I go, yeah. Like straight up 2 needles, did a thing, gave him 1 string of yarn. He started off and he created this. And they go, wow, that's impressive. And then they go, it's a little short though, right?
yeah. Why is it so short? You gotta get a little longer.
Well, I guess I gotta get a bigger spool of yarn, right?
Oh no, that was all he used it all?
He used the entire spool of yarn.
His cheap dad's gotta get him more yarn. His dad can't be giving him little spools. You gotta give him bigger spools.
Hey man, look, I like my scarf. I ain't tripping. It ain't gotta be super long for me.
What's next on the wardrobe, like on the menu? What's he making next in the factory?
I think I'm gonna have him. I think I'm gonna have him make me a scarf for my birthday, which is coming up soon. So,
oh yeah, Reggie got a February birthday. Everybody, Black History Month birthday.
Yes,
cheers.
sir. Yes, sir. I'm an Aquarius, man. Best sign alive. I mean, what other
hard-headed Taurus? That's what it's about.
Taurus. All right, Taurus is okay. But what other sign has its own song? It's the age of Aquarius. Aquarius. Yo, hold
Aquarius.
Yes, even you know that you're a Taurus.
That's I know that song. It's a good song.
It's a good song.
The Forrest Gump soundtrack. It's
a good song. So
Dimension, yeah, I forget. Dude, was it Dimension 5 or something?
And I also share the same birthday with Michael Jordan. Right. So that's cool. Yep. That's cool. I'm an Aquarius, which is cool. And then my Chinese animal, I'm a tiger. Come on, bro. Wait, what?
Okay, you know all this shit. I have no idea. I don't. Yeah.
Oh, dude, you don't know what you're.
I don't look that much into it.
I don't know if I look that much into it either. I just know that I'm a tiger. I'm a badass. And I'm an Aquarius. I'm a badass. Share the same birthday with Michael Jordan.
How do you know you're not one of those like? How do you know you're not one of those starving tigers like on Tiger King? You know, maybe you're one of those like all bonied up and nobody want nothing to do with you.
I'm a hungry tiger. Is that what you're saying?
All I hear is I'm a hungry tiger. You're right. To make baby tigers so the tourists can hold them. That's what I just saw a video on that this week. A couple of his tigers in some place now, and they put on like 200 pounds. Like they weren't like starving, but they're malnourished at the Tiger King's place. So now
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, so they're taking care of them now, and they just get to roam and do whatever. But yeah, that's mainly he didn't really give a shit too much about once they were adults. You didn't want, you couldn't really, people could see them, but it was the cubs. They'd use them for breeding, so then you could have people hold the cubs. That's
terrible, man. That's really terrible. Do you know that there are more tigers alive in captivity
than in
than there
wild.
are in the wild right now.
Yeah,
It's
a lot
just
of people
crazy.
have, yeah, and tigers are very, they have to have huge space. That's why they're so little. Like they're very territorial, but their territories are huge. Like
Well, I was gonna say
especially
they
a
don't have a
Siberian
territory.
tiger.
Yeah, they don't
Then,
have.
well, in the wild, in the
They
wild, that's
travel
why
for
there's not many.
miles.
Yeah, there's no, they don't hang out in packs and shit like lions or prides or whatever you want to
Right.
call
They're
it.
very independent,
So, yeah,
right? And they have
yeah.
a very large territory. Like they travel for miles, right? Like,
Well, you travel for miles. You just travel across the Bay Bridge. That's about it.
yo, that's a long bridge, man. So, uh, yeah, man.
Oh,
So we actually have a guest today, right?
kinda. I'm not gonna give a full guess. I'm not trying to break into the man's life story. I just
No.
like he's the most annoying 49ers fan I know. So I figure why not have him on as for the Super Bowl week. Let's see. I mean, I texted him. He hadn't texted me back yet, but I
Okay.
told him to jump on around now. Uh his name is Vaughn. We know him from one of
Scranton.
the old comedy club. He doesn't work there no
Cobbs.
more.
Yeah,
But
last time
he
I went there, he wasn't there. So
yeah, he ain't there no more. But he's always online, always very annoying when it comes to sports. And I always argue with him on it. And for shits and giggles. He's a big Kobe guy, so he's always Kobe over LeBron. But he's a big Lakers guy, so now he's kind of has to like LeBron a little. It's
okay,
pretty
I was gonna
funny. I love all
say
these guys that are
Kobe
in this
over
situation.
LeBron.
Oh, so many. And then but then he's also a Niners fan. He doesn't like the Warriors, so we got that in common. But he
Okay.
likes the Niners to a level that is super annoying. And then what's the other team? Well, I guess the baseball, I guess the Giants, but it's not so much. You don't hear as much smack about that.
Juice.
But
Dude, you guys kill me. You guys kill me with he's a Niner fan. No, he's not a Niner fan. He is a
no, he
Niner
is.
fan.
He's a Niner fan and a Laker fan.
He's a
And
Niner
he's
fan and
always
a
saying
Laker
how they got
fan.
17 championships. And the Niners, he always, we'll wait till he comes on. If he
Okay.
comes on.
Okay.
Otherwise,
All right, well, check this out.
we got there.
Before we forget, I don't know if you've noticed.
Oh, you shaved. Is that why you had to have like some kind of silly video selfie about your pictures about your facial hair? You wanted to say goodbye to it, and then
Wait. Silly video
you did
picture.
some weird like selfie or
Dude, it
something
was
showing
just
off your facial hair. It's like did your
well,
goodbye to it. You had to
it
say
was
goodbye
my
to your
farewell to
beard.
the beard. It was my farewell to the beard. I realized
Farewell
that
to the beard.
you know what I did was I took a second and I looked at my profile, right? Like I looked at my IG profile and it's just all our video clips. Like there's nothing else. It's just our video clips, except for when you go like a year or two away and then you see like, oh, here I posted a thing about a friend that I used to work with, or here's me and a person I used to work with, or here's the person I work with, right? So
Name
I was like,
dropping.
I didn't say any names, right? I just said
Picture
me,
dropping.
picture dropping. So I was like, yo, you know what? I'm about to go ahead and let this thing go. And it's been a long, for me, it
And
took
you
a long
felt it
time.
deserved a picture.
Well, I was like, yo, let's do it, right? Let's
It
do it.
deserved a public
Yeah, I was like,
display.
let's do it. Let's put it out there. Let us see what people thought about it or what they think about it. And
And
then
what
it's
was the
gone.
results? How do people feel
The
bad
results
that you
was
shaved it off?
the results were people liked it, man. I got 200 and I don't know, 200 plus
200
uh
likes.
200 plus likes, not 200 likes, over 200 likes. And then I had I think it's and last time I checked it was like 90 comments, almost 100
What
comments.
the fuck? What
Uh,
is this on Facebook?
yeah. Facebook
I'm gonna
and
look it up.
IG. IG wasn't as much, but Facebook, it was like, people were very complimentary. So to everyone out there who
Everybody
complimented,
likes Reggie though. It's kind of annoying.
everyone out there who commented on my picture, thank you. I appreciate the kind words. I really do. Um, Thank you for taking the time to even just like or to comment. I appreciate it. There were a lot of nice people who were like, yo, man, how you not Asian? Whatever. And I'm like, yo, blueberries and walnuts.
Shape it up and brush it.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Who was that?
Right off the bat, that's the first one I read. Lenny Watts.
Oh, Lenny, that's funny. Well, it was shaped up and brushed after that. So, but yeah, man, it did well. I was like,
Here,
man, I
we'll
wish our
save this
podcast could do
picture.
these
So
numbers.
I could put this up. Well, all they're doing is just the farewell facial. Is that what we'll call this picture?
Yeah, call it the farewell facial. So it's now my jawline is back. The original jawline. I don't need a beard to highlight this joint.
Looks
right?
pretty good to me. And Reggie's reply, thank you.
Thank you.
I think it looks great. I think this is you're looking like you're what do they call it? Compliment fishing?
No, I wasn't compliment fishing. Oh, that's funny. I was not compliment fishing. Some people were like, I like you with and without the beard.
But you pull out the rod, the net, you're like, I need to get me some compliments.
Dude, I don't have to go compliment fishing.
Vaughn's here, dude.
Oh, let's go. Here. Yeah, that's perfect timing because I was about to say some dumb shit about I ain't got a seat for nothing. It just comes, motherfuckers.
All right, well, here we go.
Yo, here, are we giving him intro?
Yeah, I'll introduce him. This guy, the most annoying Niners fan I know.
What's up?
My guy.
Give you some dap, bro. Be like,
yeah.
yeah.
Blessings, I haven't seen my guys. How y'all doing, man?
Good, man.
Good. It's good to see you. It's been a minute, man.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
He's hitting us up from Hawaii, bro.
Dude, that's awesome. He out there living his best life. I ain't mad at you.
I'm trying.
Dude, it's so man. Hold up. I've been going to Cobb's, man, and I don't be seeing you, bro. I was just figuring I was coming on your days off, so you ain't in Cobb's no more.
No, I'm at the airport now, man. I'm
Oh no, what are you in Hawaii?
Claire.
You what?
Yeah. I'm doing Claire. You know, Claire at the airport for TSA. Claire.
Yeah.
Fast. That's what I've been doing for a while. I've been doing that. Yep.
All right, so I'm TSA pre-check, but I'm trying to get on that Clear joint. Like that's the next one for me, which I may actually look into that today.
It's definitely faster than TSA because the TSA be having lines on it. Be looking like, why is it a line at TSA? It's like it's supposed to be fast. So we that's the whole thing. That's our whole model is just getting through faster than TSA and just going fast. Just trying to get y'all in there.
Hey, dude, when I see the people go clear, bro, they legitimately. They don't take off anything. They don't look at anything. They don't move. They walk up. They show a thing, and they just walk straight through.
Gone.
Straight through.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You just you put your fingers on there, or you show the eyes. You know what I mean? One of that, and it takes like literally like 20 to 30 seconds to get you through.
Okay, so man.
Hey, Vaughn, do people go through this shit? Because I was here in LAX, man, and I, for Christmas, packed some joints to give to some relatives, and these motherfuckers went through my luggage and stole my joints.
Wow.
San Francisco?
LAX.
Oh, yeah.
And it was Spirit, which was probably my fault taking Spirit. But
you flew
my shit, dude.
Hold up. You flew Spirit with joints?
Well, because usually if you just do it on your carry-on, you're fine.
Yeah.
But no, dude, I put it in, and they didn't even put the card like they investigated. They just went in and was like, "Oh, this shit's mine," and then just closed it. And that was like Christmas gifts that year.
Dude, this dude, you can't even complain about Spirit Airlines stealing your joints.
No, they're terrible. Right? They break your spirit. That's why they call that.
You could have gave them the joints in exchange for payment for the flight. Don't you understand? Yeah, you could pay for your flight. Like, look, how much is this flight? $250. Man, look, I got 5 joints.
I got 5
we
joints.
got you first. You got 6, you can get first class. You can fly the plane for 7 joints.
They're like, here's your folding chair. Sit down.
Yeah, you can sit right here next to the pilot.
Shit's annoying. All right, so we got Vaughn on here because he's the most annoying sports fan I know, especially with these Niners. And but congratulations, your team's going to the Super Bowl. How you feel?
Good and not good.
I knew you had to be scared at halftime against the Lions, right?
The thing is, in a way, I wasn't because I said that we played our worst half of football. I never seen us play that bad. I'm like, come on, if we right here, and I'm telling like in my head, I'm like, if they don't remember we was in the same spot 2 years ago, like, come on, like we got to get over this. Like, and I thought if we score one touchdown or score something and get a stop, I know we're back in it. That's just gonna get our crowd juice, and you seen that crowd just got crazy once we scored that other touchdown, and so it was pretty much over at that point.
Well, I mean,
pretty much over.
I think
they had to, yeah.
No, go ahead.
I think they had their chance. Remember when they was trying to go for the field goal for the first half?
Yeah.
And he was questioning himself. Because Campbell was all about going for it.
Right.
4th and 1, 4th and 3. That's his style. And he was like, hold on. And I was like, he's questioning that? And I was like, okay. If we can just come with a good game plan, we got these guys. I did. And I text my brother. I said, if we come in and score early and stop them, we right where we need to be. We can win this game.
Wow.
But I ain't gonna lie, when it was 21-7, I was a little shaky.
I'm gonna say this. I already had my GIF in my head when I was gonna put on your Facebook for once the game was over.
You and 1,000 other people.
Yeah. I'm so glad I did it.
Hell yeah.
Hey man, I think
people was commenting on. Yeah.
So Devon gets into it with these people, man. It's hilarious.
This is the thing, though. This is the thing, like. The analysts and the talking heads, they always talk about momentum, right? Like the momentum shifting. And it's a real thing in professional sports and athletics, right? Like you start getting on a roll, you hit a couple shots, or you get a touchdown, or you get a field goal, you see the chains start moving. I think the pivotal point was obviously the pass that hits the helmet and that's taken back for 51 yards, right? Boom. Right. That's huge. And the momentum shifted. And then later in the game, like not going for the field goal. Like, I mean, I get that this guy is all about going, 4th and 1, like trusting his people. But at this point, man, you got to go for the guaranteed.
You got to get the points when you're going for the Super Bowl.
Right.
And like then fucking Josh Reynolds catch a goddamn ball, bro. Two first downs he dropped. I was like, unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then that fumble that Gibbs had. Oh.
And the fumble.
A lot's got to happen. A lot's got to happen to come back from 17.
You're right, though. Their spirit was done.
That's what I'm saying. Things have to happen, and they got to happen in your favor. And once those things start happening, the other team starts doubting, and then you start believing. And then it's like, oh, yo, hold up. What we doing? You get it's like a locomotive getting up to speed, right?
Yeah.
Starting off slow and
right.
Yeah.
Who dipped Brock Purdy in Crisco because nobody could tackle him, dude? It was like sliding right out, left and right. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, who's this, Randall Cunningham? Fuck.
That's funny you mentioned that, Sal, because I think that was the problem with Jimmy G when we were playing in the NFC Championship. Every time 99 would get in there, he would just stay stuck. He wouldn't move. Yeah. We were telling him, move, run 5 yards, 6 yards, get out of there.
Right.
Make the linebackers come up. But he's just sitting there. But Brock was like, no, I'm out of here. I'm not about to be injured on this arm again.
Yeah.
Like I think that's another reason why he's like, I'm about to move and groove. Because I was like, you know what I mean? That arm is crucial. That's what hurt us last year.
And you know what? Yep. Looking at Brock, I'm just going to throw it out there. I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there who are saying that he's this and he's that, he's system and he's this, that, and the other. You just got to give props to Brock Purdy off the top for just being a baller. Right?
Well, yeah,
like he's a baller.
Yeah, he's got the
That's
team
what he
going
is. He's a
Super
baller.
Bowl.
He played for 4 years in college. He knows how to conduct himself in different situations. He's been in the league now for a couple of years. Like this dude is a player. He's a gamer. He's a player. He knows what he's doing. So I looked it up real quick before you got on. San Francisco is favored to win this game by 2 points. And they're saying the over-under is 47.5.
I mean, they got the better defense for sure.
But I hate to say this, but it's hard to bet against Pat Mahomes, bro.
Patrick Mahomes, baby.
Patrick Mahomes.
That dude is unpredictable.
What is he look? He's looking at his 4th Super Bowl now?
No, that'll be his 3rd win. He's going to his 4th.
Yeah, he's going to his 4th Super Bowl. And he's 2-3. And I mean, he's
that means this is 6. He went to 6 AFC championships, right? And now 4 Super Bowls. That's insane.
Brady, like his first couple years, he wasn't doing that. He was learning it, like under
right.
But by year 3,
it took him a little time. Yeah, it took him a little time to get. Yeah, he was there kicking field goals. Game manager. Come on,
right.
He was the true game manager the first 3 years.
Yeah. I mean, so how do you feel about Cam Newton still out there saying that?
Oh, he's a straight up hater. Come on, he's trying to get. Come on, it's a podcast, and he's trying to get some clicks.
Hey man, look.
That's Cam Newton called him he said he's the 10th best player on the team.
Oh wow!
Come on, Cam.
Hey, look.
But Debo, I noticed when you guys didn't have Debo that first playoff game, you definitely noticed the difference.
Oh, it was a Debo he's the biggest. He's a playmaker. He makes the defense watch. You have to be nowhere none the number 19 is. So if you got number 19 on there, hey, you can key in on Brock, see what he's doing, see what the wide receivers. We could press the wide receivers, and that's what the problem was. So I think it was just more just he didn't have his bread and butter out there, and it was just like he didn't know what to do. And you're gonna go through games. It's funny thing about it, Joe Montana. I spoke to Joe and I said the worst thing I can ever say because he's a clear member. Shouldn't be saying that, but he's a clear member. But I was asking the worst question. It was just like out the blue. It was like, what you think about Brock Purdy? And I know he gets that question every second of his life. Like, and of course he doesn't want to answer it because it's like he don't want that to go back to service.
Right.
He was just like, I think he'll be all right. Everybody goes through it. Everybody goes to that little time. You know what I mean?
Was this like during his losing streak? Like after he lost to the Browns?
Yeah, this was right. Yep, he came right there. I was like, wow. Funny how he pops up
we just lost to the Browns. I wish I could ask Joe Montana for help.
Right.
Yeah, really.
I was just like, yeah, man.
Hey, man, I think it's gonna be a good game. So
yeah, what do you feel about it? Like, how
what do you feel? In your gut, what do you feel?
I feel that since we went to the Super Bowl, and that team is pretty much the same team except the quarterback, and we got a few different guys. They still feel that we have it's a revenge factor. So I think if you got that revenge factor, I think they're going to be a little bit more motivated. Just because it's the Super Bowl, but I think that they don't want to lose. When you lose in the Super Bowl, see, KC won last year, so they like, oh, we're just gonna come in here and do what we do. Not a big deal. We got Hall of Famers. We got Andy Reid. But then with the Niners, it's like they playing kind of like with Detroit with house money in a way. Even though we're favorite, but I think we're favorite because honestly we have a better team. They just have number 15.
Right.
So if we could just play hard, we could just come out there. We got to hit them against the head. That's why I think if the first quarter, we got to go out there. We can't go out there and just go 0-7 or 0-4-3. Nah, we got to go 7-0 first possession score.
Well, I was definitely going to say you cannot fall behind with the Chiefs like you did it with the Lions, right? Like that's not and if that happens, there will be no big comeback. Right. And we've seen the Chiefs on the other side where they've fallen behind and then came back and won. Right.
Correct.
So I think you got two different things going on. On one side, you got legacy building because that's what Pat Mahomes and Travis Kelce's now surpassed Jerry Rice for the most receiving yards at wide receiver or something. Right. Most catches or something. So these guys are legacy building. And on the other side, you got a team, like you said, that was there in 2020. And now this is the opportunity to get some revenge and to get back because you don't want to lose to the same team twice, right? Now, Tom Brady lost to the Giants twice. That's the only team he lost to twice, right? And they kind of got a little edge on them, just that little bit, right? Eli's kind of got like, yeah, look, you got 7, but of your 10 visits, I got 2 of them.
2, baby.
I got 2, right?
The only it's only 2 people that really beat him.
Yeah, exactly.
Eli and Pat.
Yep.
And the Eagles backup. What was his name?
That's right. Oh yeah.
I just saw his picture the other day. If these 2 guys didn't exist, Brady would be 10-0 in the Super Bowl.
Brady only went 10 times. He won 7, so he only lost 3.
Yeah, he lost 3. Twice to the Giants and once to the Eagles. He lost 2. I can't remember the guy's name.
That's right. Well, I think it's going to be a good game, man. I do. I think it's going to be a good game. I'm excited about it. I plan on watching this game. I'm not going to say I was, just for the record, let me throw this out there. I was born in Detroit. I was raised in Alabama.
Nick Foles, that's his name. Sorry.
Nick Foles, that's right. I was born in Detroit, right? Like, that's on my birth certificate, Detroit, Michigan. And, for years, you guys saw me wear my D hat and my little Motor City shirt, right? Like, there's a little part of me that, I was kind of like,
oh, you're rooting for the Lions?
Well, it's just when I looked at that score earlier, it was like 24-7 or something like that. I was like, oh, wait.
Man, it would be cool. They've never been. I thought it'd be cool.
Well, and I was excited for them as a franchise, first time being in this position, first time having an opportunity to even take a whiff of the Super Bowl and maybe even get there and to have such a phenomenal first half, but then to have a colossal collapse in the second
like
half,
that. Fuck, right? That coach fucked up.
Yeah, but I think it was still a good season. They went 12-5 in the regular season.
Yeah, it don't matter,
right? So there's nothing to hang your head about. Nothing to hang your head about. But I'll admit, there was a moment where I was like, I was kind of amped for the Lions to be able to come in and represent. but I didn't think they would get past the Chiefs as they went. I think San Francisco would be a better game. So,
are you more confident, Vaughn, this time the Niners versus Pat or last time?
Oh, without a doubt. That with the offense we have now, easy. We got Brandon Ayuk, Debo, Kittle, like the emergence of McCaffrey. Like we got 2 MVPs on us. That's what I was telling you last time. We got 2 MVP candidates on our team. Like that's huge.
But what happened to the offense in the first half of the championship against the Lions?
They just came out slow.
I don't know, man. I don't even think coach, because if you hear with the after the game when he was in the locker room, if you hear, he's like, I don't know what happened the first half. That's literally what he said. He didn't even know. He still had to go watch film. Like, so it's like it happens. Like,
it's true.
Hey, dude, the Lions
Patrick Mahomes is not going to go scoreless in the second half. You know what I mean? Of the Super Bowl. That's the difference.
What happened the first half is that the Lions were amped. They came out excited to be there, and for the lack of better words, they blew their wad in the first half. Right? They had
put
nothing
all their
left.
chips in the bucket.
Yeah. They had. I mean, when you start fumbling the ball and you start hitting balls, throwing balls on people's helmets, and you start dropping balls, then they kind of lost focus and they got shook. Let's just be honest. That's what it was. Right? Yeah. So they weren't able to put together 2 halves. So, but San Francisco's going, and they're favored to win it. So we'll see what happens.
Who are you rooting for, Reg? Are you rooting for the Chiefs, Reg?
Nah, I mean, man, it's a tough one for me. It's tough because you know me, Sal. Like, look, I'm just going to be honest, man. I like to see winners win, right? Like, I'm that dude. If I can beat you 5 times, then I want to beat you 6. And if I can beat you 6, I want to beat you 7. So the idea that there's a guy who's in position to win his 3rd Super Bowl in his 4th visit, he starts legacy building, right? Like, that's what he's doing. And he starts putting himself in different categories as far as, like, historically speaking, what he's capable. He's only 28 years old, Pat Mahomes.
Yeah.
Right? So he's got a long time to play. I would love to see a dude roll off 8. Like, seeing a guy win 7 was bananas. I would love to see a dude win 8.
Yeah.
Right?
But I do think it's the edge. Excuse me. I do think there's an edge with Shanahan wanting to win this game. I do think there's an edge with Brock Purdy trying to silence even more critics, because they're saying, like, if he wins the Super Bowl, there's no more talk. There's no more talking. And the Niners are kind of going to be in the area, hate to say this, of a Buffalo Bills if we don't win this Super Bowl. Because it's like we lose 2 Super Bowls.
That's the other side.
Yeah, so, that's the start. Yeah.
Yes. And so that's what I was going to say. On the other side, I mean, what? You got a franchise going for their 6th, right? 6th. They're going for their 6th Super Bowl, which is huge. You got a quarterback who's an up-and-comer, who's proven a lot of people wrong in a lot of different ways, who's been solid, right? And who's only been in the league, what is his second year? No, his second year. Second year. Right? So, I mean, that's huge, right? That's laying down a solid foundation. Now he's going to have to keep working. Like, if they do it this year, he's helped the franchise get their 6th. He's now introduced himself as potentially being the next guy, because he's playing against the guy now, right? He's potentially putting himself in position to be the next guy. So then he'd have to come back and do it again next year, right? And so for me, I would love to see a guy establish himself. I love to see a guy establish himself as the new dude on the block. But I'm also about that dude that's been on the block that's like, yo, but this is still my block, right? Like, I still got it. I ain't letting it go. So I'm kind of torn. I really just want to see a really good game. I would love for it to come down to overtime and no one scores either way, and then finally
0-0.
Like, it's just
kind of like that Laker, kind of like the Laker and Warrior game the other day. 2 overtime. Come on, that's one of the best.
Exactly.
That was a playoff game. Exactly. That was so good. Yeah.
Exactly. So I just want to see a really good game. But if I gotta pick one, considering I live in the Bay Area, right? I live in the Bay Area, and I got a lot of friends, including you, who support these dudes. So I got to go for the Niners.
I just want to see.
We know what you're going for, buddy.
Sal's a Midwestern kid. He's a Midwestern kid, so he got to go for the Midwest.
I just want to see Taylor Swift be happy is all. And I think with the Chiefs victory, that will happen.
Wow. It's like at least 10 to 15 times I bet. Watch this. They're gonna have something where you can bet on how many times does the camera go up
Oh,
to
for
Taylor
sure.
Swift.
Yeah,
Hey, dude,
sure.
Taylor
Take
Swift is
over.
a billionaire, bro. She's a
It's hilarious.
billionaire.
I see how much she gets for those concerts.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
And hold up. And Travis Kelce got her because he was like, "Yo, what's up?"
He was able to ask her out on the podcast. It was
that's what he did. He was like, "Yo, I'm trying to see what's up."
And he went to the show. Yeah, he made his bracelet. He's smart,
dude. That's it. That dude. Can you imagine the huevos on this dude to go up to a billionaire and be like, "Yo, I'm trying to see what's that about?" Right? Like, what's up? And her being like, "Hi." She running after this dude on the field like she's a billionaire, bro. She's a billionaire, bro. And she chasing this motherfucker. Like Travis Kelce, hey, whatever.
They in love, Reg. They in love. Yeah,
exactly.
I gotta say, man, Vaughn's a lot nicer on the pod than you feel like on social media because, like, it's just funny. Like, I pulled up his little thing. Like, the last thing he wrote is so funny. Joel Embiid is soft as newspaper. Shake my fucking head. Like, I forgot he was hurt for 2 straight years.
Like, dude, so I lived in Philly. That's the place.
Is that so? You have some Philly fighters because
I have roots
Eagles
out there.
fans.
Oh my God, they be on my page heavy
all the time.
All my friends back out there, I'd be like, dude.
They're like, put Vaughn on suicide watch. The Niners lost. Like, it's crazy.
They be ready to type immediately. I'm telling you, they were immediately. Oh, halftime, I had like over 15 of them. Oh, what's going on? What's up with that? So I'm just waiting. So I'm in my head. Fourth quarter, I'm laughing. Like, okay. I can't wait. Can't wait. I got people mad at me to this day for the stuff I just say. They don't even want to talk to me anymore. Like,
that's hilarious.
Seriously, I've been knowing for over 20 years. They don't have nothing to say to me.
That's funny. No, dude, it's fun, man. It's fun. I always have good times. And I remember now, if the Niners win number 6, the Browns still have 8. So remember those. He's always joking. He's like, wasn't even the NFL half of those, and they didn't have black. We didn't have one black guy on the team.
Those were leather helmets.
We wanted before face masks. 12 teams in the league.
Oh, that's hilarious. You can't. I don't know if you can claim those wins.
Nah, I was like, oh no, man.
I'll claim whatever I can. He's always quoting the 80s, like him and Joe Montana are boys.
That was like, honestly, that's when it was real. That was real football back then, man.
Oh,
those guys.
I remember all that, yeah.
Like Joe Montana. I don't know if you remember that Philadelphia game where Reggie White was literally on his back over 17 times.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And still won that game. How could you like?
The minister of defense.
The minister. Oh, yeah.
He had a great nickname because he was a preacher.
I don't know if you guys haven't seen it, but he has this special about Reggie White. You got to check it out. It's really good. Oh man.
On what platform?
Really I think it's on Hulu.
Okay.
It's on Hulu, but you can watch it on YouTube though. They got it on YouTube if you don't want to get Hulu, but really good. Really good one.
He died kind of early, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It was kind of fluky too. It was kind of he had no problems. It's like he had a cold. Next day, heart attack, gone.
Wow,
it was crazy. Yeah.
How old was he? Was he in his 50s? Late 50s?
Maybe
early 50s.
Early 50s. Man, I hate to say it. NFL football players, man. I mean, 54 kind of is the number. Like somewhere between 54 and 58. They don't get a chance to live long.
I used to cater in the Bay, and we would work Niners games on Sundays, like the suite. So it was cool. You get to go in the owner suites. I met like Danny McBride in there and shit. But beforehand, there was like a little tailgate where they gave you food and drink to all these people, and ex-players would come take advantage of it, right? But not like stars we know, like guys who would go there for free food and drink, right? But you'd see these old timers, and dude, these guys like 60, 70, like knees all fucked, walking to go get hot dogs. Like it felt so bad.
Oh, dude. Yeah, their bodies.
Those guys.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I'd see a guy every week. I don't know when or who he played. He played like in the 60s or 70s, but it was just like, yeah, man, that shit fucks with your knees. Bad.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Bodies get broke off, man. And back then, like you just said, that was real football. Them dudes played with broken ribs and broken fingers and broken collarbones. Like
gladiators,
gladiator shit. But I was like, and they wouldn't even get paid that much.
Right. That's what I'm like. Yeah, LT, all of those guys, they're all broken up. All of those guys, if you see them walking.
Yeah, man, fingers and hand, like yo, it's crazy. I feel bad for the dudes. It's like they play so hard for so long, and they ask so much of their bodies, and then like 50 in their 50s, they check out, right?
Yeah,
everything that they built, right? All the money they made, that NFL retirement stuff, they don't even get a chance to really enjoy that joint, right?
Totally. That's why I understand when they retire early. I got 8 years. Oh, I got already a championship in 8 years. Oh, I'm out.
Yeah,
they
I'm
know.
out.
They know. They feel it. They feel it. They like, I'm out.
If you smart,
that's why I said Barry Sanders.
Sanders. Even if you don't have a championship,
I'm not getting a championship. He's like, I'm not getting no damn championship.
He's like, damn.
I love Barry too,
I'm already
man.
Hall of Famer. I'm already
exactly.
Hall of Famer. Like my 8th year. I'm out of here.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
That was rough, man.
I mean, look, you preserve your brain, your body, your knees, your back, right? Your fingers, right? Like, you just, it's at some point, man, it's time to hang it up, right? Like, and we've all seen the boxer the punched out boxer who goes too long, right? We've seen the football player who plays too long. We've seen it's hard. The human body ain't designed to do this all the time. It's just not, right? And so, and
they talking about Floyd Mayweather. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
They talking about Floyd Mayweather. Oh yeah, why are you tired of this and this? He 50-0. The dude can talk still.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's talking about he's running. He doesn't want to get hit. Hey, that's the name of the game. It's not to get hit.
Floyd Mayweather had the best career as a boxer to never really get hit. This dude was just like, he just tagged everybody. He's like,
tagged everybody. Hey,
tagged everybody. Blah 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 blah. Like he wasn't knocking fools out. Like we always want to see the dudes that just stand in the middle of the ring and just blah blah.
Mike Tyson,
right.
Yeah, that's what we want to see.
Yeah.
This dude was like, nah, man. You ever seen the dudes' faces that look like this? Yeah, I
know. It's all busted.
It's a good career, but
exactly. I love boxing.
I
love boxing. Right?
Remember the boxer in what's that? Harlem Nights.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Don't even get me started. I can't even do it.
Do it.
All I'm saying is, I'm not trying to be. You see the boxer with half his face paralyzed, his nose bent, this lip over here. It was the best time of my life. Right? Like, dude, it's like, man, I'm sorry, bro. You should. I wish you'd done something else, man. But yeah, straight up. But yo, man, I gotta give a shout out to his shirt real quick. I see you came on here with the "What about these nuts?" though.
Oh, I can't even see it. What is
I know
that
you
from?
know. I'm pretty sure you see him all the time at Cubs. Mike Smith. Did you guys? I'm pretty sure.
Speaking on my balls.
You know Mike Smith at Cubs.
Speaking on my balls, my grandmother.
Okay, that's his shirt.
Oh, that's Mike Smith's shirt.
Yeah, it's Mike Smith's shirt.
Yo, straight up, shout out to my man Mike at Cobbs. Every time I see him, man, he showed nothing but mad love. When I come through, he's always like, yo, what's up, Reg? When you coming back, man? We miss you. So shout out to Mike Smith, man. And Donnie, my man Donnie. You know Donnie? One of the runners, little dude at Cobbs. Shout out to Donnie too, man. Donnie always got nothing but positive energy and love for your boy when I come through. So.
Way to get Reggie his chicken tenders really fast. Donnie.
No, man, Donnie's legit, man. What I'm saying is that when I go there now and there's no you, right? Like energetically, I'm like, where my man at? Because I didn't know you had left like that. I just thought I was going on your days off, like I said. So, and you always brought the energy, man. It was always positive energy and love and respect. So it was always good times, man. So to see you now,
I remember the first time. One of the first times I met Vaughn, like they're closing up, and I was hearing Johnny Be Good to cover. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, who's this cover? And he goes, yo, man, it's Peter Tosh. You don't know Peter Tosh? And I was like, oh, no. And so I went and downloaded it, and I was like, okay. I always remember that.
So
they got the Bob Marley movie. That's gonna be a good one because his son is producing it. His son's producing it. He has a lot to do with that. So
okay,
really good one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Hopefully they have a good thing about Peter Tosh because Peter Tosh was no joke. He was
were they together in the beginning? Were they like together?
Yeah. Him, Bunny, who was a guitarist, and Peter Tosh, Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and Bunny was the group, and it was the Wailers.
Right.
Peter Tosh was named the person who used to write a lot of the stuff for the old stuff about Marley's old music. He was a writer.
Okay.
He was a big time. But Peter, well, to give an analogy how he was more of a, say Bob Marley was like Martin Luther King. Peter Tosh was more like Malcolm X.
Okay.
So they had to get him up out of there.
No, you gotta go. We're trying to cross over here.
Yeah, we're trying to cross over here.
We're trying to get some white fans, Peter.
That's funny.
So but Peter, oh yeah,
that's funny.
Man,
Okay, I hope he gets a shout out. I mean, it's funny. I went for Christmas, like some family wanted to go see the boat movie, the rowers in the 30 Olympics or 36 Olympics, right? And I'm like, man, George Clooney, of all the stories of the Olympics, you didn't think about Jesse Owens winning 4 goddamn gold medals in front of him. I'm like, they better give him a shout out.
Right.
And they did give him a shout out in the movie, which was cool. Like they did, it had someone play him and stuff. I'm like, you have to put Jesse Owens in a 1936 Olympic movie. I don't care what sport you're doing.
Right.
He's, Ohio, baby,
sure
Ohio's own.
Oh yeah, there you go. I'm pretty sure Spike Lee that came to Hollywood about 30 times with the book. Come on,
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on, can we get Jesse some love? Right.
There is a Jesse Owens movie already though, Race. It's pretty good.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I saw that one.
When you just see him like going to that stadium and he's got to dig his little hole in the dirt to set it. Like they had nothing back then for like athletes. It was
it was all bad.
They had no.
Here's your shirt. Here's your shorts. There you go.
Shoes over there. Go.
Nice.
There's fucking Hitler. Fucking A.
Hey, yo, Vaughn, real quick. I got a question for you. This is about a work related question. So working at the airport now, because you don't work for a specific airline, right?
Right.
You work for the government?
Do you get
no,
travel?
It's privately owned, but
okay.
No, I don't. And that's the funny thing why I'm had to upgrade. It's funny thing I got another job working there at Unify. Unify is the guys who basically, if you got stuff on a plane, like you leave stuff, we got to come pick it up and put it in the garbage and stuff like that. It's real small stuff. But I wanted that job so I can be able to get flyer mileage. So I got I could pay $4 for priority premium seating, first class, $20.
Wait, hold up. Slow down.
Yes.
Are they hiring? Because I'm like, I need flight benefits, bro.
No, can you just use that as a pass to a friend? Can you pass that on?
Oh, but I could do that with 2. They said I can do it with 2 family members and a friend. They said I can do that with.
We're friends. Now go Niners.
I'm a friend. Oh, you see this dude? You see how
Brock guy is a fucking legend, Hall of Famer.
$4 first class. Not.
Dude, yo, man, hold up. Hey, Vaughn, I might have to hit you up, man, because I'm like, I need to find a way to get some flight benefits, bro. Right. And I'm like, whatever I got to do, I'll come in part-time to do whatever. Like after work, I'll come through, do a thing for like 4 hours. I ain't tripping to get those benefits. If I can pay $20 to get premium seating, dude, it's a wrap,
that's
bro.
Amazing.
That's amazing.
Is that why you're in Hawaii now? Would you pay like $250 for your flight to Hawaii? $2?
No, the wifey, she goes out here. We come out here every year for her birthday. It's her birthday tomorrow. So
oh man,
she got family.
Shout out to her for her birthday. That's awesome, man.
Thanks for taking the time.
She's an Aquarius.
Oh yeah,
the best sign ever, bro. Best sign.
My sister Aquarius. I love Aries.
I'm an Aquarius.
What are you? When's your birthday?
Just like my sister. Mine's in March, Aries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you late March.
Late March.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm late April.
See, this is why we get along, dude, because I'm Aquarius and you're Aries. That's it. Those 2 signs, they legit. They cool.
Definitely.
Yeah.
2 of the best comedians since we Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, both Aries.
Really?
Oh
okay.
shit.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Well,
all right, Vaughn, we'll go enjoy your time.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thank you for
man.
taking the time to hang out with us,
brother.
man.
Well,
yeah,
always.
You too, man.
Go Niners.
Good luck.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Good
we'll
seeing
see
you, bro. Take care of yourself.
All
right, bro.
All right. See you.
Peace.
All right.
That was fun, man. That was fun. All right, Reg. Well, there you go. Actually came through.
Yeah, way to go, Vaughn.
There
Coming through. Man, that was great. That was
That was
fun.
funny. Vaughn was way nicer in person. He's always so mean on social media. And then like you
Well,
talk to him, it's like, oh, there's no ruckus. There's gonna be no ruckus during this. It's just
yeah,
good
I'm
to
like,
see
come
him.
on, would you expect him to come on and be salty? And F this and F that, and these mothers, they don't make it second.
It's
Sucker
funny
friggin'
though when
ring
you
it.
read his Facebook, you're like, God damn, he's always fighting dudes in Philly, the Eagles, all that. Oh, it's so funny.
Hey man, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, he got me amped though, because I'm already TSA pre-check, and I've been thinking about doing the clear. Yo, I'm all in on my clear, bro. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and knock that joint out.
And it is annoying. There's sometimes when you do go into a pre-check and it's just as long, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
But I
but
will
it still
say
moves.
it never takes too long. It's always been a time
Oh
saver
yeah,
in
it's
the
even
end.
with the even if the line is long at TSA pre-check, it's still 100 times faster than the normal security line.
Yeah.
Like, it's still,
I will
like,
say we were leaving New Year's Day coming to LA from one of the gigs in Seattle, and fucking the pre-check line was long, and they both were long. And then the fucking when I don't know why, but sometimes like it keeps your known traveler number and sometimes it doesn't, and it wasn't
oh
in there,
yeah.
and I didn't have it, and I'm trying to log back in to do it in the line, and the guy wouldn't
Oh,
let us pass until I showed it to him, and it
oh,
was such, oh my God, it just that's
that's
like
annoying.
such a pain. But it
That's a
was like
pain.
fucking like early in the morning, and it was like a huge
Well, I
line.
mean, look, man, the more people who get hip to it, that's what's gonna
It's
happen. But
good,
it's
yeah.
still quicker. It's still quicker.
It's still totally quick, and
It's
just
still
not having
totally
to take your
quicker.
shoes off alone is worth it.
Yes. And that's why, just because people getting hip to that,
You
I'm on
try
to
to
the
go to the
next, bro.
next one. Yeah.
I'm going clear.
Yeah.
And then once people get hit to clear, whatever's after that, I'm doing that shit.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
Like,
I feel you.
yeah, because I can't go back. I can't go back to standing in line, like sitting there
No.
panicking and waiting and hoping and like looking to
With
see.
a bunch of riffraff too. You know, a bunch of
Yo,
non-flying buffoons. And then you always get them like, what do you mean I can't go in this line? They're like, this is pre-check. Get back in the line with the, the
go
yokels.
back over there with the mongrels. Get out
Yeah.
of here, you animal.
Yeah, get out
That's
of
what you make
here.
them sound like.
You
Sounds like you gotta
riffraff.
go with the regular people.
They go
Ugh.
to the peasants.
Go sit back there and coach. We're
Say
in
we're
first
the
class.
Lannisters. We don't have time for you.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. It's funny you mentioned the Lannisters, because I had a thought about them this morning, either this morning or late last night. But it was
Incestual.
uh, no, it was the line where the dad says the lion doesn't concern himself with the worry. The lion doesn't worry about the lambs or the sheep, right? Remember he said something about that, about the lion.
Tywin?
Tywin Lannister says the lion doesn't concern himself with the concerns of the sheep, right? And I don't know what made me think about that, but that popped in my head. And when you just said Lannisters, it just came right back.
Oh,
But
them Lannisters.
yo, man, that was great, man. That was fun talking to Vaughn, getting to talk a little bit of. It was good to talk to somebody about football, and it's not just the Browns.
He knows his stuff. It's funny. And
Yeah.
but yeah, man, you can never doubt Patrick Mahomes. He's amazing. And like he's been doing this without Tyreek Hill. I mean,
yes. See,
man,
and look,
dude,
there's a
Tyreek,
guy right now who's a hardcore 49er fan. He live and breathe this shit. That's his thing. Even that dude goes, man,
it's
hard to bet against Pat Mahomes.
No,
right?
you can never. And like their defense isn't as good, so that might be a problem. But Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey are so strong. And you saw what they did to the Ravens. They beat the shit out of them.
Oh, dude. Ravens
The
had
two of them
arguably the
alone.
best record in the league, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and they were
In the
strong.
regular season. Yeah.
Chiefs let them have it.
Hey,
so
man.
we'll see. It should be a good game, man.
Should be a good
I
game.
hope it's a good game. I know.
All right.
And go Chiefs. All right.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, like I'm going for the 49ers because of whatever reason. But in my heart of hearts, I do believe the Chiefs are gonna win. Right? Like I'm going for San Francisco.
They just know what they're doing. They have it down. Like I think
they've been there.
Patrick Mahomes' experience versus Brock Purdy's greenness is what's going to determine the game.
Right. And San Francisco has now had 2 games where they've kind of had slow starts.
Both of them weren't.
Both games.
And I even told Vaughn in text, like he sent me something after they won, busted balls. And I was like, yo, man, they didn't look good at either of those games.
Right. So, and unfortunately, the way this thing works is that can catch up to you, right?
Yeah.
That can catch up and bite you.
Especially like a guy like Mahomes who could put up points like that.
That's what I was gonna say. You can't get behind with these dudes, right? Because they have experience. They're not gonna be super excited, right? They're happy to be there, but they've been there before. They've won twice and they've lost once. So they know what it feels like to lose. They don't want to do that again, right?
No.
They know what it feels like to win. And they're looking at their third possible win in 4 visits. Dude, that's what I'm saying. You start building legacy. So it ain't even about like, the excitement of the moment. It's like, nah, man, I'm trying to do something that very few people have done. Trying to put yourself in a totally different category, right? So
did you see that picture they put up of him?
Of Pat Mahomes?
Yeah.
No.
Let me find this real quick and then we'll go.
Wrap it up.
But he had a picture after last week's game and like his shirt was off.
Oh. You got bad body? You got bad body, huh?
He
ain't got a football body. He got bad body.
And it's
he got
crazy
BBS.
that
Me and Monkey used to talk about that all the time. BBS. You get these dudes with BBS. You know what BBS is? Bad body syndrome. You're an athlete, but no definition, right? Like there's no definition, there's no distinction between your shoulder and your bicep or your tricep. Oh, dude. Oh, that's just. Oh,
that's crazy, dude. He's like he's an NFL quarterback. Like he just crushed the Ravens.
See, this is why regular dudes look at these guys and go, "Oh, look, he looks just like me. I can do this." Right? Like
so crazy, right?
When you look at I'm not gonna say a real athlete, but when you look at those really, really well-defined built athletes, you look at those dudes with their shirt off and you kind of go, all right, I see. I used to look like that. Personally, I'm like, oh yeah. I remember what that was like. Yeah, that's different. Not everybody can do that, right? But you look at Pat Mahomes right there, you kind of go, I think I could do that. Right?
Unbelievable.
Look at him. He looks like my neighbor. He looks like my neighbor. And he's 28.
Quarterback in the league. Who's 28?
Dude, he's the best quarterback in the league. He's 28 years old. And honestly, like having been that age and been through that time, he's at a point in his life that physically, like he's not even quite there yet. Like when he hits 30, it's gonna be another thing. But he's at 28. So he's really at a point that if he were to focus on his body in a certain way, he could literally achieve that next level. But he don't need that. The dude's like, well, what do I need it? I'm going to my 4th Super Bowl. I got 2 wins. I look like this.
So
muscles, right?
Muscles.
Yeah, muscles.
They're I can throw the ball a mile. I can throw a ball over those mountains if I want to.
Exactly. He's like, yeah, there are plenty of guys with a bunch of muscles who sit at home watching me in the Super Bowl.
Watching me do what I do.
Exactly.
Yeah,
to that I say kudos.
I get you. Unbelievable. All right, Rez, close it out.
All right. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode and enjoyed our friend Vaughn. Thank you. Shout out to Vaughn for spending a couple moments with us and talking football and dropping some knowledge about some other stuff. It's always a good time to see good friends. We're gonna keep doing this. We're having a great time. We love it. So if you enjoy it and you like it too, then please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in, listening, watching on whatever platform that you do that. We really appreciate it. With that being said, that's Sal Kalani. I'm Reggie Steele. And this is Spitballin. Peace.
You.